I guess after doing, studio records, you go out and, part of, a friend of mine once said, that's the luxury, is touring, getting to play live. The work you have to do is making a studio record. I like both. I like being the traveling transient salesman and seeing the world through songs. You write songs in your apartment never knowing if they're going to see the light of day or if you're going to be singing them in Finland or whatever. And you get out and you get in front of people, there's something that changes. It's like thinking stuff in your head or then saying something out loud to somebody. Hearing your voice or getting it out makes things kind of ring true or not. So I like the idea of playing live. I like the connection. I think in this day and age, people still go out to see shows. Not everybody's watching it on YouTube or some kind of internet download. I think the experience is a real connection, and that's something I wanted to capture. And you do these songs in the studio, but then this record's a little more stripped down. There's some band stuff, but there's covers, and there's also acoustic stuff where it's kind of how I wrote the song at home. And it gives me a chance also to chat a little bit on stage. I always tell some stories and gags and things that offset the comic relief for somewhat sad songs. And doing it in New York over 2 days was a lot of fun over the Christmas holidays. There's a kind of a Christmas background to the record. We do some Christmas songs, and there was just a good homecoming of going back to a club where I started to play before I got signed, where I was just starting out playing a lot of the songs from the first album downtown. So hence the name Mercury Retrograde. We had 2 nights and we did about 30 songs, and there's 16 on the record, and you try different songs different nights. Some nights it worked better out of the 2. Really just how they came across that night, what worked out. And of course you want certain songs to make the record that you believe in, or I want to show how it's different live than it's in the studio, and there's a chance to do that. We don't just do the record exactly live. There's a chance to kind of screw around with it a little bit, and that's what happens, I think, from touring. Songs change and grow, and they get dirty from being on the road, and they get people's energy on them. For me, a good show, you're putting something out, and the audience is giving you something, and it goes back and forth. It's like a dance. It's some kind of interactive video game.